time for a restoration. Hey you guys, do you have a doll that looks like this and you would prefer her to look like this? Well, stay tuned. First, you're gonna need to clean that doll and take out all her hair like I did. Girl, that hair was drier than my sense of humor. We had to get rid of it. So her skin be super bleached. We're gonna have to fix that immediately. And by immediately, I mean our procrastination takes over. And now we're looking at this hair color that I decided she's gonna have because it looks very close to her original. The only difference is this one ain't drier than a KFC chicken strip. Okay, so now we're going to move on to recoloring her vinyl. I'm using chalk pastels to do this, and I'm mixing up 3 colors right over here. As you can tell, it's a darker pink, light pink, and a peach color. Now, I've used markers before, I've used Rit dye before, and they all fade. This one does fade, but it takes it just a little bit more time to, and it's nice that they have some color. Right now I'm mixing up the color so that way it's a nice little foundation. I like to think of it as foundation, honestly. And just like with any foundation that you put on your skin, you want it to be well blended. Please don't walk out looking all patchy.
If you made it this far in the video, why don't you consider subscribing? Bye!
So let's get on to application. I'm going to use this really old blending brush by e.l.f. You don't need expensive stuff, but do you see like how I'm just patting it on? I'm not swirling. I'm not brushing, I'm patting. After you play patty cake a bunch of times with the e.l.f. brush and some chalk pastels on your old doll, it'll look something like this. But don't you worry, you're just going to keep on adding layers. And if you happen to add on just a little bit too much, don't you worry, rubbing alcohol will be your best friend. Soak that in a little Q-tip, put it on the vinyl, and it will almost take it all off. It's a quick and harmless way to upgrade your collection. See, now I feel like I'm done right here, and I'm going to take an extra brush, which this one's just a regular painting brush, and I'm going to wipe off the excess. Chalk pastels are surprisingly very chalky. I have no idea why, but they get everywhere, so make sure that you do this over an area that you really don't care about. Now, this girl has more rouge on than I do in my night shifts, but let me tell you, I'm about to be washing it. So just to show you how to dull it down just a bit, I'm just going to do my whole cleaning process, which if you're interested in all the products I'm using, go watch my Bubble Cut Barbie review. Let me tell you, I do a bunch of stuff and I tell you how to fix it. And check out that. Wow, she's got color. Wow, she's kind of cute now. But enough about that. Let's get on to rerooting. This is the hair I'm going to use. I always use saran. I think it's really nice fiber. But the best part about it is you can use whatever fiber you want. I'm going to be separating this into strands. I'm going to be making some very small strands. You don't want it to be super thick, but you don't want it to be super thin.
That's what she said.
The thicker strands you use, the more likely you are to rip the vinyl. And this is some pretty old vinyl, everyone. Like, this is near 60 years old, so you kind of want to treat it with kid gloves. So we just did our plug, and we're going to do at least 1 million more. Whoa, I'm so excited. Look at that. Wow, so much work for me. But restoring dolls is so much fun, in all honesty. It has made me so many wonderful friends, and I'm forever grateful. Now look at her. Wow, I'm quick. I'm fast like lightning. Check that out. That is at least 4 hours later, so don't feel bad if it takes you longer than that, but I've been doing this for quite some time. But as you see, we've got that little middle part right there, and we're going to have to cover that by thatching it. You might be like, what the hell is thatching? Well, that is going to be a part line in a doll where it is a natural looking weave, and I'll show you how to do it. Right here, I've got all the materials I'm going to need. Here I am thatching it. Oh, check it out. So what you're going to do is you're going to weave the hair in together, strand by strand. You want the strand to be as thin, if not thinner, than the strand that you plugged into the head itself. Right here's where the crack code cane hits in, and I'm going quicker than anyone's ever gone before. Some people might say this is editing, but it's not. Right here's an up-close personal view of thatching, and as you can see, it's just a weave. Next up, boil wash. Next up, another boil wash and curl. Next up, hair cutting. And then lashes. The lashes are going to be even thinner than the hair that you plugged into your head before on the scalp. We got one eye done. Boom, we got 2 eyes done, baby. Now we're going to wait for her to dry. Here we have a before and after. I hope this little video can help you enhance some of your dolls. It doesn't have to be as drastic as this one, but just little things do help your doll collection be fabulous.